Hi guys, I'm back with another interesting guest. Yes, he is interesting because he has done few activities on internet and he's pretty much doing well on Twitter also. He has a good following and this discussion is more in regard to how we could make our experience of attracting customers much more interesting, wittier and funnier, but at the same point of time get the communication across. So building a brand on Twitter or a platform similar to it would be much more interesting for any individual who is running a business. So, Dagobert, welcome. Thank you so much for sparing your
Thank
time.
you.
I'll be quick, as told. We'll be winding it up quickly, but yeah, let me get straight to the point. Uh, what I've seen on Twitter, you are trying to build a startup like a SaaS product, but another side hustle got much more attractive and interesting. So memology is what it's called. So could you tell us how you got into memology? What is the concept? What is the idea? And then share a bit more in terms of how you're trying to arrange the brand and strategy around it.
Yeah, so I started Memelogy. I actually started doing memes before doing Memelogy because I started growing on Twitter and I was looking for something to have fun with other people and also that could get me some engagement on Twitter. So I started to do memes, which was basically jokes about my industry or my struggles with my startup. And I saw that it resonated strongly with people because it's so easy, it's like something you read in 2 seconds, it's funny, and I got a lot of engagement and it helped me grow on Twitter. And more importantly than that, it helped me connect emotionally with people because when you make somebody laugh, you can really connect with them on a deeper level. It's not just like talking about business, like you're on LinkedIn and you're doing a business post and it's very boring. It's actually funny, it's entertaining. So it created more connection and more, real relationship with people that can then more easily become my customers. And then Memelogy is just like one idea that I had to, because I do one of these memes every day. So I done more than 400 now. And Memelogy is basically compiling all of these memes and making them available because I thought it could like, well, it's helpful for me because people who like what I do, they can, follow my work in one single place. And also I thought it can become a platform where other people can reuse my memes to talk about whatever they want. Like I see people use them in their presentations, stuff like this. But because I always say that it's from Memelogy, I get traffic back to the website. Then eventually it can also, lead to people discovering my other products and my other startups.
Got it. So when did it start? 2020 or 2021?
So the memes I started in 2021, and Memelogy, the website, is only a few months ago. It's like I would say I think it's summer 2022.
Okay. What is your thought process in terms of memes as a brand engagement or entity which actually generates a brand? Because as I was discussing earlier, you already have created a brand. We exactly know we are going to be served something by Dagobert now, and we
Hmm.
exactly know what your brand value is. So how did you arrive at that point? Was it strategically done, or you just got to know like the pulse of the customer or the user who is actually reading your memes, and you just started doing something similar? Because it's very hard to be creative, and you are really great.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that's the whole, also the spirit of Twitter, which is way more spontaneous than a lot of social media. Uh, and yeah, it came very naturally where I was having fun mostly. I was having fun. And because I saw that I was getting engagement, I had this, reason to keep doing it. Because some days, I didn't want to do memes. Sometimes you don't feel like you want to make jokes, but I kept doing them because I knew it could help grow my account and it was very important for my marketing. And then eventually, yeah, after a few months, people started calling me the meme guy. They started saying, "Oh, this is the meme lord. This is the meme startup guy from Twitter," which I think was very important because it gave a reason for people to follow me. It gave a reason for people to have interest in my startups, in my projects, and in everything I'm doing. So that made me even more convinced that I should do it because it was a way to stand out and be unique. and create that. That's basically branding, like you said. Like I had found, I didn't set up to become known as the meme guy. That wasn't my plan. It's just like happened because I was successful with it and doing them consistently, initially just for engagement. But when I saw that people started referring to me as the meme guy and, holding me on that, position, it was very positive because then it gave way more reason for people to be interested in what I'm doing, because it's not just some guy building a startup, it's the meme guy. And you can do this with anything. You can do this with meme, but you can do this with like, you could do just text jokes, you could do, visuals, you could do, anything that makes you kind of unique in your niche. And then it gives you kind of like a unique brand. And that's what attracts people and puts you in a position of authority that is very helpful with everything else you're doing.
Fantastic. Yeah. So it creates that given audience and community around it, and then you can
Yeah.
really try and talk to them and build an audience similarly. Yeah, that's exactly like I did map this to TikTok, I did map this to Reels, I did map this to
Yeah.
Shorts, even micro blogs or whatever, like Tumblr kind of thing, because this is
Yeah.
exactly that entire thing where we lose seeing the potential of memes and why they actually were famous and why it is going to be famous. So any thoughts like AI being used, and does it replace a human in terms of when you're generating memes? Does it help, or you just really need to be creative even on the AI front also?
So I tried a few AI meme generators and I guess it can be handy. But the thing is now it's pretty commoditized, like just memes, like you see them a lot. So I think if you just make something, I mean, you still need to be original, I think, if you want to stand out. I think I did memes and I was one of the first one to do them for startups in my industry. But it's also a specific type of meme, which is pretty intense, pretty, it's a pretty dark humor. So it's pretty original. Like it's not like a blend joke that you could just slide into any presentation. A lot of my jokes are a bit darker, and that's why it stands out. I mean, I'm not saying you need to do darker. You can do any kind, but at least you have one kind of joke. Like you can do wholesome memes, more positive. What I'm saying is that when I tried the AI tools, it was often just like very bland, very vanilla, not very strong jokes. It was pretty consensual. So it can be cool. Like, it can, like, if you do a blog and you want to create a couple memes for illustrating your blog, then you can use an AI tool and it seems useful. But I haven't seen so far like someone get very popular with just AI tools on Twitter or like on any platform. It seems like because there's so much competition, you need to go like one level deeper. Now, maybe one day it's going to get better, but for now, in the state of things, I haven't seen a product that make me think, oh, wow, okay, it's just going to replace, original memes.
Okay. Any tips for marketing activities for founders who are just developers and who come there? And okay, a lot of things have been said in terms of, say, like, you need to first engage the audience, create an audience, test with them just with the landing page and other things. But it's not true every time. It is being misunderstood in very different ways. So, what would be your way of trying to tell people? Because you are using this as a marketing tool also sometimes.
Yeah.
So, how do you see marketing being improved using these kind of strategies like memes and other things? And what would be your suggestion? Just one liner or two liners really would be helpful for all the listeners.
Yeah, I think the reason memes improve marketing is because you, like, on internet, everybody is a stranger. Like, you, even if you see somebody's picture on Twitter and their name, like, it's still a stranger. So you always have like this, uh, you're being careful. Like, you're not gonna trust them right away. You always think, oh, okay, this is someone saying that. Maybe they're bullshitting. I don't know. Maybe they're like not real. But when you make a meme and you make a joke and you make somebody laugh, all of this disappears. Like, because like you connect with them on an emotional level. Like, you make someone laugh, they trust you instantly. And that's, I think, the true power of memes is like, memes doesn't really sell my product because it's not enough to make people want to check out my product and buy it. However, memes make people trust me because they laugh with me. So then they trust me. And then whenever I talk about my product, then they are way more open to listen. So that's really how I use meme. And I think that's how it can be helpful in improving marketing, is that it's one of the ways that you get closer to your customer and make them feel like you're just one-to-one human beings, even though it was just a meme.
Okay. So your suggestion is to, as you said earlier, find a niche, try to engage the audience, try create something very interesting, be yourself first, and then try and talk to audience. And maybe when they really are interested and they would definitely see and talk to you about your product, you just have a conversation and solve their problems rather than being too salesy. Actually.
Oh yeah, I really hate being salesy. I think maybe it's because I'm a developer, so I don't like selling. And yeah, I found that, and also like on social media, if you're just selling, it's not gonna go viral. Like people are not gonna retweet, or you're not gonna go viral with a promotion. People aren't gonna engage like crazy. So you're always gonna have very limited reach when you promote something. But when you start with something that's very engaging and not promotion, like a meme or anything that is not talking directly about your product, but is talking more, for example, about the problems of your customers, or something that is more indirect, but still that they can resonate with strongly, then you build a lot of a momentum. You can go viral, you can go big, and then you have lots of eyes on whatever you're doing, and then you can promote.
Got it. So lastly, you want to share something what you're up to in the coming days, or you are looking for something, you could just share it so that whenever people listen to this, they could understand who you are, where they can reach out to you, and they can talk to you.
Yeah, I think the number one thing is to check my Twitter, which is where I share all the lessons that I learned, along the way of building my startup, and also all of my daily memes. So it's Dagobert Renouf on Twitter. You can go at Dago Renouf. And also, second thing is I recently released a course about Twitter and how I grow on Twitter and how it helped me. There's also a part about memes, how it helped me grow and also get customers of my startup. So if that's something that interests you, you should check that out.
Sure, Dagobert. Thank you so much, and wishing you a very happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Also,
Thanks. You
thanks
too.
a lot for making time and giving me this opportunity to talk to you. Maybe in the coming days we could do something extensive where you could teach us more in terms of SaaS and how you are trying to generate
Yeah, okay.
revenue and customers also. Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.